down PA. Ham. You got it.
1, 2, 3. Can I get your attention, please? Okay, we're getting ready to start our part of the ceremony. At this time, I request that you keep the talking to zero and pay attention to what's being told and pay attention to the ceremony. You enjoy it. Okay, the first question people ask, why does the Marine Corps celebrate their birthday? Nobody else does. Well, that's not a fact. The Army celebrates their birthday, the Air Force celebrates their birthday, the Navy celebrates their birthday, National Guard celebrate their birthday, but they're like small affairs. They're not like us. We kind of make it big. We kind of act like we were born on that day, which we were 251 years ago. Oh, 250 years ago. Sorry, I'm ahead of myself. Everywhere I've been in the Marine Corps, we've had a birthday, whether it was on a ship, whether it was on a desert, okay, whether it was on the island of Okinawa or Camp Lejeune, no matter where, and I know that people were in Vietnam, World War II, Korea, and the War on Terror celebrated the birthday, the Marine Corps birthday. When that happens, we celebrate the birthday. It's important. So I'm going to let you listen to this young man explain the Marine Corps birthday. It's kind of funny, and I will apologize because he does let loose of an adjective or a verb. I don't know how he's using it, but he does slip one through. So please excuse me on that, and pay attention to this video.
For the Marine Corps birthday, we're going to go over some of my favorite Marine quotes, some of my favorite Marine lore. It's going to be great. And for those of you that don't know, the Marine Corps birthday is the greatest American holiday that most people don't know about. And once you do know about it, it becomes the groundhog for the entire holiday season. As soon as all your Marine buddies start posting memes talking about Semper Fi and how drunk they're going to get at the ball, you know that the rest of the holiday season is upon you. It's only a matter of time until you get to start reading newspaper articles about how somebody got trampled to death for a $1 toaster on Black Friday. And then we all come together on Thanksgiving to do something that Americans very seldom do. Overeat. And then December starts, that wonderful, wonderful time of year where every single store in America plays Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas Is You, on a loop. And let me tell you, it will never ever get old or annoying or redundant or annoying. Anyways, then we're going to have Christmas, then we're going to have New Year's, and then we all get to get the date wrong every time we write it down for the next 3 months while we quietly reflect on how many years it's been since we graduated from high school. What I'm trying to tell you is you owe it to yourself to go drinking with the Marines on the Marine Corps birthday before this shit show of a holiday season starts. Because if you've never been, drinking with the Marines is a phenomenal experience. Really, it's a two-step process. Step 1, show up. Step 2, proceed to do whatever the fuck you want. Because guess what? If anything goes down, you've got a horde of Marines. Who's going to stop you? I'll tell you who's not going to stop you, the cops. Because when they show up, one of them is a Marine. And they're not about to arrest a Marine's buddy on the Marine Corps birthday. At worst, he's going to tell you to have a good rest of your night. At best, he's there to help you hide the body, because that's just how Marines get down. So if you've never been drinking with the Marines, please do it. And I know what you're thinking. What if I don't have any Marine friends? That's fine. Just go to the bar. They'll be there. How are you going to identify said Marines? You don't have to. Believe me, you're going to figure it out pretty quick. They'll tell you. I love them, but they are the CrossFit of the military branches. They are not about to let you think that they served in any other branch but the United States Marine Corps. Now, why is the Marine Corps birthday such a big deal? Well, it's because the Marines are kind of a big deal. I don't know where to start with this, so we're just going to start from the beginning. November 10th, 1775. Yeah, that's before 1776. The Marine Corps is older than the United States of America. They were founded in Tun Tavern, a bar. The Marine Corps was founded in a bar. You can't make that up. Just setting a tone right out of the gate. Speaking of setting a tone, pretty much every time the Marine Corps gets let off its leash, they come back with some new terrifying nickname that the enemy gave them. And that proud tradition started in World War I at the Battle of Bellewood. If you don't know, super short, oversimplified version of history, the Germans were marching through France towards Paris. The Marine Corps shows up and is like, nah. They're able to push back the Germans once with the help of the Army and the French. And then the French beg the Marines to retreat back to a more fortified position with them. To which the Marine Corps leadership responds, and I quote, "Retreat We just got here. They then proceed to don their gas masks and fix their bayonets as they go into one of the bloodiest battles America has ever fought. And the Marines do it so aggressively that the Germans begin to call them the Devil Dogs, a moniker that no one that has ever fought them since has disagreed with. Then we fast forward to World War II. World War II, everybody talks about Iwo Jima, and they should. Very poetic, very heroic, very romantic when they raise the flag. But my personal favorite Marine story from World War II is the Battle of Tarawa. If you don't know, Tarawa Atoll is the most fortified island the Marines have ever landed on. The Japanese admiral in charge of defending Tarawa is quoted as saying, "1 million men couldn't take Tarawa in 100 years." To which the Marine Corps said, "Hold my beer," as 4,000 Marines proceeded to take it in 3 days. Yeah. Actually survived that battle, and in his journal he described it as this: "We could see the American landing crafts coming towards us like dozens of spiders on the surface of the water, when one of my men exclaimed, 'The gods of death have come.'" I'm trying to paint the picture that they built quite the reputation for themselves. A reputation so intimidating that during the Gulf War, Desert Storm, whatever you prefer to call it, the Iraq military was scared of the Marines because they actually believed that to become an American Marine, you had to murder a member of your family at basic training. Now that obviously is not true by any stretch of the imagination, but I think it speaks volumes that an entire military actually believed it. The Marine Corps merely existing is a form of psychological warfare. And that's just when they're merely existing. They're way scarier when they're actually doing their job. Like for everybody, including their own chain of command. For example, during the Battle of Fallujah, the Marines got so many headshots that the United States military had to launch an internal investigation because they were concerned that the Marines may have been executing people at point blank. They weren't. They were just out there giving long-range lobotomies at a rate that the American government didn't know was possible. It's even more to the psychological warfare aspect. I mean, how would you feel if you had to go up against a military force that you knew was under investigation for getting too many headshots? I'm going to go on a limb and say not great. And that is truly intimidation at its finest, because everybody knows the most advanced militaries in the world offer their men body armor. Ain't nobody giving their guys face armor. The Marines subtly saying, "I don't care how big your military budget is, you can still get it." I think Eleanor Roosevelt said it best when she said, and I quote, "The Marines I have seen around the world have the cleanest bodies and the filthiest minds, the highest morale and the lowest morals of any group of animals I have ever seen. Thank God for the United States Marine Corps." Although I wasn't there, I'm willing to bet of the Marines that heard it, at least one of them leaned over to his buddy and said, "I heard that." In conclusion, the point I'm trying to make here is Marines make great friends and horrible enemies, and I would strongly recommend helping them celebrate their birthday. So yeah, go check out my website, buy some merch, quack bang out. I'm gonna go drink with the Marines. Okay, bye.
A better description of us.
So does anybody have any questions about our birthday? I think he explained it very well.
Where were we founded?
In a bar.
Yeah! Where's the shirt? In a bar.
You gotta cut the cake.
At this time, if you would stand up and face the flag for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you
Over to my left, besides the stage, you may have noticed a small table in a place of honor. It is set for one. This table is our way of understanding, of symbolizing the fact that the member of our profession of arms are missing from our midst. They are commonly called POWs or MIAs. We call them brothers or sisters. They are unable to be with us this evening, and so we remember them. This table set for one is small, symbolizing the priority of one prisoner along against the enemy. The tablecloth is black. Excuse me, it's white, symbolizing the purity of their intention to respond to their country's call to arms. The single red rose displayed in a vase reminds us of the families and loved ones of their comrades in arms who keep the faith awaiting their return. The yellow ribbon tied on the vase is reminiscent of the yellow ribbons worn upon the lapels and breasts of thousands who bear witness to their unyielding determination to demand a proper accounting of our missing. The candle is lit, symbolizing the upward reach out, the unconquered spirit. A slice of lemon. Excuse me. Could you give us an honor of letting us do this prayer? Thank you. A slice of lemon is on the bread plate to remind us of their bitter faith. There is salt upon the bread plate, symbolize the family's tears as they wait. The glass is inverted. They cannot toast with us tonight. The chair is empty. They're not here. Let us remember them and never forget their sacrifice. May God forever watch over them and protect them and their families. At this moment, like a moment of silence. Thank you. At this time, we're going to play the Commandant's message.
Since the birth of the Corps, we have answered the call. Through every battle, every climb, in every place. No matter the odds, no matter the obstacle. We adapt, we overcome, and close with and destroy the enemy. We know the future will not be the same, but the one thing we know will always remain is the Marine. For 250 years, we have formed ranks and held the line. And we will for the next 250.
Get some!
Organization. Detachments of Marines are serving in every Navy yard, naval station, and guarding every naval activity everywhere in the world. I visited a great many of those places. Everywhere I heard expressions of goodwill towards the Marines. Everywhere I observed, the friendly relations existed between the people and the Marines.
For 2.5 centuries, we have shouldered the responsibility of freedom on behalf of our nation. Every battle fought, every sacrifice made has been etched into our legacy.
We're Marines. We always find a way to work things out. No matter what happens anywhere, we can make something happen that'll turn the tide of battle.
We are that adaptable to whatever the situation is. We trust our corporals with more responsibility, our lieutenants with more responsibility, our lieutenant colonels with more responsibility than any other branch of service, because we do more with less. There's no other branch that can do that.
It's by far the greatest institution still in my mind on the face of the planet, because not everybody can be a Marine. You have to earn the Eagle, Globe, and Anchor. And I think that's what attracts the type of people that the Marine Corps has.
Every Marine who has earned the Eagle, Globe, and Anchor bears a responsibility that stands the test of time to the Marines, past, present, and future.
We don't join the Marine Corps. We are the Marine Corps. Core of our being is that we're convinced we're the best fighting force in the world, and the truth is, we are.
I believe the immediate bond between Marines is so strong just because of the way we're trained. We have a very specific niche culture of, greatness, our heritage, our warrior ethos. I think all those things, separate us, and we find them in each other.
You may have a reason why you join, but there's a reason why you stay. You stay because of everything you're learning about how to be a warrior, how to maintain those warrior ethics, so that when that bomb goes off, you're ready to do your part.
As Marines, our warrior mindset is something that can never be defeated. In 250 years, the Marine Corps has been successful because that's the only option. Success is all we know.
The character of war has and will continue to change. We have adapted, evolved, and innovated, but our warrior spirit remains consistent.
The nature of war is taking something that somebody else has that you want, and it's never changed, probably never will change. The character of war, however, has changed a lot. World War II, we used ships, planes, bombs. All the way to today, we use, as you can tell by the news, we use ships, planes, bombs. We just have a lot better technology.
I don't know that one battlefield's ever been the same for any generation. The types of war, the ways of war, all that is constantly going to be changing. What's going to decide our next and our future wars is not going to be the technology, it's not going to be money, it's going to be the level of the belief of our people, of what they believe in, and the standards that they hold themselves to.
We are more lethal, more capable, and more ready than ever, while grounded in the traditions that made us who we are. We will not win the next fight on platforms alone. It is the Marine who will break the will of the enemy.
As Marines, I believe the most powerful aspect of our training and such an important part of who we are, holding on to that history that came before us. The Marine Corps is lethal because of our willingness and our eagerness to take the fight to the enemy in any climb or place and win those battles, sometimes at any cost.
Our history is not only a story of battles won, it is a story of people, of commitment, of family. An unbreakable bond that transcends ranks and lasts a lifetime.
I think the only way to honor them is to live a life that's worthy of their sacrifices. And the only way that you can do that is by going out and being the best that you can be, by going out and by still upholding those standards as a Marine, by celebrating them, by telling their stories and giving the next generation some legacy to live up to.
Cream rises to the top. And that's what we have in the Marine Corps today. The Marine Corps is operational Marine Corps. But there's another aspect of the Marine Corps. It's the former Marines or former active duty who are out there in all walks of life. It's amazing when you think of it.
Being in service was a privilege. It was the best time of our lives. But It was a sacrifice, and your family is part of that sacrifice. And Marine wives or Marine spouses, they deserve a lot of credit as well. The kids being uprooted, moving, it's a sacrifice to serve our country.
Without the support of their loved ones and their immediate family, it's hard for them to complete their job. So again, it's so important for military families, Marine Corps families to understand that their role and the role that they play in supporting their loved one while serving is just as important.
For 250 years, we have proven there is no better friend and no worse enemy than a U.S. Marine.
For those people who wish evil upon the greater good, David Bellamia said it best, somebody else will raise your children.
To the enemies of our nation, don't get comfortable. Whether you're in the air, at sea, or on the ground. We adapt. We always have, and we always will.
But if it comes down to one-on-one, mano-a-mano, and you turn us loose, I can promise you this, you're not going to survive.
From our first amphibious landing at Nassau, to the black sands of Iwo Jima, to urban combat in Fallujah, our Corps has come a long way since Samuel Nichols first took command of 2 battalions at Tun Tavern. Though weapons, platforms, and technology continue to evolve, our individual Marines' grit, discipline, resolve remain our decisive advantage.
For 2.5 centuries, Marines have preserved our legacy as America's premier expeditionary force, because we are forward, ready, and lethal. From the moment a Marine earns their eagle globe and anchor, they inherit a rich tradition of honor, courage, and commitment, a legacy that is etched on our souls forever. Our history is one of winning our nation's battle, and make no mistake, we will be called to fight again. We will be ready, and we will win.
Since our foundation, we have fought in every climb and place, upholding our oath and preserving who we are, the few and the proud. But we cannot break stride. We must continue to train for the next fight, because victory will go to those who seize the initiative, impose their will, and never yield. The pursuit of excellence in the profession of arms is our heritage, forged by an unbreakable fighting spirit. The memorial behind us stands as a testament to that fact. We stand on the shoulders of the giants that came before us. We must not fail them. The challenge is on all of us every day to uphold the standard that the title Marine demands. Happy 250th birthday, Marines. Semper Fidelis.
Now, wasn't that badass? They waited till it rained to sit out there in the rain to do it. One thing I just wanted to say, that Colonel kind of worried me when he started to say formal Marines, because we are not formal Marines. Once we've earned that Eagle Globe and Anchor, it is there for life. We are forever Marines. What we are is Marine veterans, retired Marines, active duty Marines, or reserve Marines. But it's just the uniform we wear. We are Marines the day we got that Eagle Globe and Anchor. And I don't ever want to hear X or formal. Okay, now he recovered by saying formal active duty. He covered his butt that way. But remember, if you hear somebody saying it, just correct them. Say we're not formal. There's nothing formal about us. They told us once we completed Paris Island, Quantico, or San Diego that we were Marines and we will be Marines to the end. So I'm glad he corrected that. This is the 13th Commandant message. The Commandant that started this all, the Commandant that gave us our birthday and said we will celebrate this birthday. And for every year, we always read the Commandant's message. I think this is a good portrayal of it. The guy who's reading is a better narrator than I am, and he kind of gets the point across. So please listen to this.
On November 1st, 1921, John A. Lejeune, 13th Commandant of the Marine Corps, directed that a reminder of the honorable service of the Corps be published by every command to all Marines throughout the globe on the birthday of the Corps. Since that day, Marines have continued to distinguish themselves on many battlefields and foreign shores in war and peace. On this birthday of the Corps, therefore, in compliance with the will of the 13th Commandant, Article 38, United States Marine Corps Manual, edition of 1921, is republished as follows. On November 10, 1775, a Corps of Marines was created by a resolution of the Continental Congress. Since that day, many thousand men have borne the name Marine. In memory of them, it is fitting that we who are Marines should commemorate the birthday of our Corps by calling to mind the glories of its long and illustrious history. The record of our Corps is one which will bear comparison with that of the most famous military organizations in the world's history. During 90 of the 146 years of its existence, the Marine Corps has been in action against the nation's foes. From the Battle of Trenton to the Argonne, Marines have won foremost honors in war and in the long eras of tranquility at home. Generation after generation of Marines have grown gray in war in both hemispheres and in every corner of the 7 seas, that our country and its citizens might enjoy peace and security. In every battle and skirmish since the birth of our Corps, Marines have acquitted themselves with the greatest distinction, winning new honors on each occasion until the term Marine has come to signify all that is highest in military efficiency and social virtue. This high name of distinction and soldierly repute, we who are Marines today have received from those who preceded us in the Corps. With it, we have also received from them the eternal spirit which has animated our Corps from generation to generation and has been the distinguishing mark of the Marines in every age. So long as that spirit continues to flourish, Marines will be found equal to every emergency in the future as they have been in the past. And the men of our nation will regard us as worthy successors to the long line of illustrious men who have served as soldiers of the sea since the founding of our Corps. The inspiring message of our 13th Commandant has left its mark in the hearts and minds of all Marines by deed and act, from Guadalcanal to Iwo Jima, from Incheon to the Korean Armistice, in interventions from Lebanon to the Dominican Republic, and from the opening battles of Vietnam to the Mayaguez rescue. On this day, we remember halls of Montezuma, shores of Tripoli, and dates that live in infamy. December 7, 9/11, and for the sympathizers among us, October 23, 1983. We cannot dedicate, consecrate, or hallow earth enriched by esprit de corps. At a place we know as Beirut, Lebanon, U.S. Marines epitomized qualities which are their legacy. 220 Marines, 18 sailors, and 3 soldiers, their purple hearts forever consecrating God's valley of Apopka. They came in peace. Marines have since crossed shores of Kuwait, deserts of Iraq, and climbed mountains of Afghanistan on a legacy of honorable service in every clime and place. The record of American Marines achieved in combat and the faith born in peace will continue.
Hoorah!
Traditionally, regardless of location, Marines take a moment to observe our birthday by sharing a cake and usually a holiday meal. A sword is used to cut the cake as a reminder that we are a band of warriors committed to carrying the sword so that our nation may live in peace. Today, go ahead and start cutting the cake. A piece of cake is going to be presented to the oldest Marine present, signifying the honor and respect according to experience and seniority. The oldest Marine this evening is Louis Warrior. Louis Warrior was born on March 22nd, 1927, served in the Marine Corps from 1943 to 1957. During that time, he fought in two wars, World War II and a conflict, Korea. Symbolically, the eldest Marine present, take a bite. No. Louis, take a bite.
He's being a Marine, he's polite. Hey!
Symbolically, the oldest Marine present passes the cake to the youngest Marine. You get a different fork. The oldest Marine present, just as 250 years, our experienced Marine have nurtured and led young Marines that fill our ranks and renew our Corps. The youngest Marine present this evening is Alicia. Did I say that right? Alicia. Last name Lozano, who was born on October 9, 1989, and served from 2014 to 2018.
Appreciation. Right there. Challenge coin. Thank you. Thank you. That's it, yeah.
Just one second. I know Marines didn't ask this question. I know soldiers didn't ask this question. And I know anybody in the military didn't ask them. But we may have some civilians here. And Louis told me they were inquiring about all those salad he had on his chest. And the real answer is, he went to the store and brought them. They were nice colors, but nah, he earned all of them. He earned all of them. But ribbons are earned for different things. In lieu of medals, in lieu of action and conflict, in lieu of meritorious or accommodations. So Louis has quite a few of them. So he wanted me to share that with you because he's been answering questions all night. I even asked him what was that for. No. Okay, one last thing before we conclude the ceremony. We still got, could you stand up? We still got cards over here for the auctions, and in the back, there's a 50-50 barrel. That means, you put money in, all the money that's in there gets split between the VFW and whoever wins. Now, I'm going to say this because, let me see, out of, since we've been doing this about 10 years, and the 50-50s, we always got them all back. Everybody just said, here you go. You got them for a good cause. Not saying it has to happen that time, but I'm just saying. It's happened before. At this time, tomorrow, is a special day for us. We got 2 special days this month. Tomorrow's Veterans Day, so this time I'd like to play a small film, a small video on Veterans Day. And then the last video we're going to play is, of course, the Marines.
To understand a military veteran, you must know we left home as a teenager or in our early 20s for an unknown adventure. We loved our country enough to defend it and protect it with our lives. We said goodbye to family and friends. We learned the basics and then we scattered in the wind to the far corners of the earth. We became brothers and sisters, regardless of color, race, or creed. We didn't earn a great wage. We experienced the happiness of mail call and the sadness of missing important events back home. We didn't know when or even if we were ever going to see home again. We grew up fast, and yet somehow we never grew up at all. We fought for our freedom as well as the freedom of others. Some saw combat, some didn't. Some of us saw the world, and some of us didn't. Some of us dealt with physical warfare. Most of us dealt with psychological warfare. We participated in time-honored ceremonies and rituals with each other, strengthening our bonds and camaraderie. We counted on each other to get our job done, and sometimes to survive it at all. We have dealt with victory and tragedy. We have celebrated and mourned. We lost a few along the way. When our adventure was over, some of us went back home, and some of us started somewhere new, and some of us never came home at all. We share an unspoken bond with each other that most people don't experience, and few will understand. We speak highly of our own branch of service and poke fun at other branches. We know, however, that if needed, we will be there for our brothers and sisters and stand together as one in a heartbeat. Being a veteran is something that had to be earned. It can never be taken away. To all our veterans here today, I commend you and thank you for all that you have done and sacrificed for your country. Try to remember the good times and make peace with the bad. But most importantly, stand tall and proud, for you have earned the right to be called a veteran.
Tomorrow, happy Veterans Day, and please, Mike, we're going to have something over here tomorrow, correct? Okay.
11 o'clock, Kitland Park.
11 o'clock, Kitland Park.
After that, hamburgers and hot dogs here.
After that, hamburgers, hot dogs here. So City of Apopka is going to honor the Veterans Day, so please be there. Normally, I recover that day, but I'll try to be there. At this time, I'd like to call a couple people up before we end this ceremony. Dan, would you come up? Miguel Jr., would you come up? Kelly, will you come up? Kelly Hughes? Kelly Hughes. The other Kelly. You're Kelly T. Stand along those gentlemen. If you haven't figured it out, I think you will soon. David? Is David still back there? David Jones. Terry Cologne. Please come up front and center. So I hope my memory hasn't failed me, right? Since Mrs. And Tommy and Jennifer. Come on. Come on, Jennifer, you too. In 2009, the first group of Marines to get together for the birthday. These are the guys that started it all. These are the ones that showed up. And here it is, what, 17 years later? They're still here. They're here. So this time I'd like to give them a challenge point.
Me too. Me too.
I want a kiss.
Okay, thank you guys. You've been here for a long time, and I appreciate it. Okay, Tommy, get back to your post.
Hey, don't start it yet. I got one more thing to do.
Okay. So this has been a good journey. I started it in 2008, and this is the end of my journey on this side of the platform. I will be stepping down from being the MC. Doesn't mean this won't go on, okay? But I will be stepping down, just like a cake cutting ceremony, so the junior Marine will take over and carry on the tradition. So this time, Robert, would you come forward?
Wow. Photo time. Nice.
You got the lead, partner.
What happens when you miss a meeting?
Better do your job next year.
Okay, I should hear the roof come off once the song comes on, because this is the battle cry that we have. This is the war song. Not other songs that talk about riding horses and in the sky or floating in the river. This is a flying song. Stand up, people.
All the mountains do up to the shores of Tripoli. We will fight our country's battles in the air, land, and sea. First we fight for rights and freedom, and to keep our honor clean. We are proud to claim the title of United States Marine. Our flags unfurled to every breeze, on to setting sun. We have fought in every cloud. which we are proud to serve. In many strife we fought for life and never lost our nerve.
Let's hear it.
In the army and the navy, ever looked on heaven's scene, they will find the streets are guarded by united century. We happy 250.
Auctioneer, come on up.
Said remember 50-50. Bert has got your bidder numbers. If you don't have a bidder number yet, oh, yep. I don't know your name, huh? In the back, they'll start us out. Put them on 100. Anybody go? Put them on down. Put them on 100. On the down. Put them on 50. Then 50 go. Put them on 50. 50 on. Put them on 2. Then 50. 25 where? 25. Put them on down. Put them on 25. 45, yes sir. Wait, if it go, put them on 25. If it go, put them on down, put them on. Guys, I can't do this by myself. I need your help here. Put them on 10, 10, put them on 10, put them on 10. Those cards need to start coming up, guys. 10 and go. Can I bid, Berta? You want to give me a better number? All right, I'm going to start it out. 10, 20. Somebody bid against me. Give me a little run for my money here. 10, 20. Put them on down, put them on 10. 20 to bid. Put them on down, put them on 20 to buy. Gonna go 10, 20. Sold. $10 marking me. Hey, I'm gonna go 10 and go. Put them on 10, put them on 10. 10, 10. Look how pretty. Look how pretty in the basket, too. Hey, put them on 10 and go. Hey, they go, come on guys, I'm gonna put them on 10, put them on 10. All you gotta do is put that card up. I'm watching you. I know you're gonna buy half the